I went to a wedding. So, a little backstory. I went to Alaska to visit my best friend who was getting married. I met this person in high school and became great friends with her. After we graduated, we kinda kept in touch even though we were on opposite sides of the United States. Jump to now, 4 years later, and I am invited to her wedding. I was excited to see her. I mean, who wouldn't be happy to see their best friend who you haven't seen in 4 years on such a big day? So me, my mother, and another friend of mine fly up to Alaska for about an entire week. The first day being the travel day, and as much as I love traveling, that was pain. Imagine being stuck on a plane for an hour, having a 5 to 6 hour layover, and then being on another long flight for hours and hours on end. When we finally arrived in Alaska, however, it was about 7 p.m., which is when we realized it doesn't really get dark. That became a little problem with the other two I was traveling with because as long as there is light, they can't go to sleep. We hadn't eaten though, so we went to this amazing burger joint not too far from our hotel and brought back the food. And when I tell you that had to have been the best burger I've ever had, oh my God. After we woke up the next morning, we went to the Alaska Native Heritage Center, and I didn't expect it to be so engaging, but it was so cool to walk around and learn some of this history. Afterwards, I had to try one of the reindeer hot dogs, so we all got them. Later the same day, we decided to rent some e-bikes to ride the Tony Knowles Coastal Trail. We decided to do the entire thing, which is 11 miles in one direction. Afterwards, we walked around indecisively figuring out where to eat for dinner, which is when we decided to pick a really nice place called Whiskey and Ramen. The third day rolls around and we don't waste any time. Today is wedding day. We drive down to the weekend downtown market, which was a little smaller than we thought it would be, and get some food. We then walk over to the Anchorage Museum to listen to the Alaska Jazz Workshop. It's probably noon at this point, and we gotta get ready, so we head to the hotel. We then take an Uber for an hour and a bit long car ride to the wedding. Now, I won't say too much, but it was definitely nice seeing everyone and a lot of familiar faces, such as her family. Around 9 p.m., however, is when we sadly had to leave and head back to the hotel. So we said our goodbyes and headed to the hotel. The second to last day arrives. We are up early to catch a tour bus to hike Flat Top Mountain, which your boy made it to the top without proper gear. Light flex. After that, we headed to dinner at Moose's Tooth Pub and Pizzeria, where I had an amazing buffalo chicken pizza. Last day before traveling back, and this one had to have been the best day, other than the wedding, obviously. But if you've made it this far into the video, I ask that you subscribe as it would really help me out. Thanks. Now, my friend who traveled with me and my mother had their flight to return home this day. So my mom and I take the train from Anchorage to Seward, and this ride had to have been one of the most beautiful rides I've been on. You genuinely get to see so much, so if you're ever up in Alaska, I highly recommend this. Once we're in Seward, we hop straight on a shuttle to Seabee's Iditarod, which is where we got to get pulled by sled dogs while we sat in this cart. This experience was so fun, and I would totally do it again. After the ride, we got to pet the dogs and even got to pet some puppies. After we left, however, we had some time to kill before the train ride back. So we went to the Alaska Sea Life Center and just enjoyed the last remaining time in Alaska. After that, we hopped on the train back to our hotel where we woke up the next day and headed back home. I really enjoyed this trip and would love to go again, and I'll definitely be posting more videos very soon. Thank you and bye.